This is your girl, Shar Johnson, live on location. Today we are at the GOTV rally that is happening right here in our city. You know, AkronHipHop.com, the Reporter newspaper, online.com is here so that we can bring to you the news for our people and the narrative painted the way you guys need to see it. So just keep tuned in as we show you all the things that's going on with this event. If you're not a registered voter, make sure you vote and know who you are voting for.
Hey, listen, real quick, I wanted somebody to say, hey, we don't know who this guy is. I didn't realize that. I mean, I'm on the west side. I thought everybody knew. You know. Now, real quick, if you guys familiar with the Reporter newspaper been in business for over 50 years, celebrating our successes and some of our failures as a community, but they've been controlling and writing our narrative from our perspective. And it's very important that we, as the black press, report things that's happening in real time. They've been doing it historically for 50 years, and we are transcending the boundaries of the digital divide, everybody. We're online now. I don't know if you knew. The Reporter newspaper is online. Go home, whip out your cell phone, do your smart thing, share. It's called, guess what the name of the website is called? Simply the Reporter newspaper online.com. I created that myself. Okay, I just did that. Okay. But coming up right now, we have our mayor, Dan Horgan.
I won't take a long time, but I want to remind everybody that this is a rally. Feel free to smile, be happy, get up, cheer, please. I want to hear the ground shake. We're here for somebody very important. On behalf of the city of Akron, I want to welcome the Congressional Black Caucus to the city of Akron. They can tell you how important this race is. Thank you. And that is the leadership of the Congressional Black Caucus. They say if you want people to do something, you have to say it 3 times. So I'm going to do this probably 6, but vote for Chantel Brown, vote for Chantel Brown, vote for Chantel Brown. And I'll tell you why. A lot of times as elected officials, a lot of people will come up to us and they will say, Mayor, how do we do this? I want to do what you do. I want to run for Congress. I want to run for city council. I want to do those things. And I usually tell them 2 things, because I think these 2 are the most important. Be yourself. Care more about others than you do yourself. Care more about others, because that's what public service is. Let me tell you, that deserves a round of applause. I'm going to have to chew you on that one. Chantel was one of the only people to ever reach out to the mayor of the city of Akron and say, Mayor, what's important to you? I said, I'm in. Your candidacy, I'm in. She cares more about others than she does herself.
The president of Akron City Council, Margot Somerville, y'all.
Good afternoon. Again, my name is Margot Somerville, and I'm your president of Akron City Council, and I am so proud and honored to just share the stage with so many distinguished leaders right beside me. So I just had to say that. But welcome to Simon Perkins Mansion. We are here on this corner, across the street from the home of abolitionist John Brown, who played an integral part in the Underground Railroad and entertained other abolitionists at his home across the street, including Frederick Douglass. We stand here on this site, historical land, just a couple miles away from the very place and location where Sojourner Truth recited her famous speech, Ain't I a Woman?
Right, give it up. Hey, listen, you guys, make no mistake, this is the rally, and we're rallying to get you guys out to vote. And we're doing it today until 5 o'clock, and they're open tomorrow at the Board of Elections. That's Sunday, 1 to 5. Somebody say that with me, y'all. 1 to 5 tomorrow. One more time. I'm going in my rap mode. I need to slow down just a little bit. Hey, listen, right now, coming up next, we have Congressman Beanie Thompson.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now, you probably say, what would a guy with a southern accent like that have to do with coming up north? Easy. I'm supporting Chantel Brown. Now, the notion is, I met her a long time ago. Marcy Fudge introduced her to me. I chair the Congressional Black Caucus Institute, and we have something called the boot camp. A boot camp is where we take young folk who want to make something out themselves, keep them held up for 2 weeks. They can't go anywhere but to class. And then as a graduate, we give them a diploma and push them out the door. Well, Chantel Brown was our star student at the boot camp. So I would not be anywhere other than where I am today. But the other thing I want you to know, there's no one else that's running that came and talked to Jim Clyburn, Joyce Beatty, Greg Meek, or Benny Thompson, because they already assumed that they were the anointed one.
Yeah.
Well, I got something for you. God doesn't like ugly. And so if you don't go forward and decide that if I want everybody's vote, I got to get out here and ask for it. Chantel is here asking for your vote and support in addition to your prayers. And that's why it's so important. So my job every day is to keep America safe. But I also need good people who come to Congress who also have that same mission. We can all speak together, but we have to work together. And so the important thing for you to care for, send us somebody to Washington who want to work with us.
You ever heard of a chairman being chair of foreign affairs and black? First time in his history, Greg. You ever heard of a chairman being black over Homeland Security? Benny Thompson. You ever heard of a black person, man or female, that can deliver single-handedly a president of the United States of America? Tim Clyburn. So, I'm gonna end with, if anybody's listening, these are some of the smartest people in the nation. And you go tell them, I'm Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, and I approve this message. God bless.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Now, you know, if you have Jim Clyburn and Benny Thompson from the South, somebody from North, like New York, had to come too. And then when you have our chairwoman, Joyce Beatty, who just drives right on up here, I had to be here. And as Chairwoman Beatty has indicated, I'm chair of the Congressional Black Caucus's Political Action Committee. So yes, we've got to make sure that we give Chantel Brown all the money that we can and support this campaign. There's a lot at stake. This is no small-time election. The entire nation is looking at this race. So Akron, I don't mean to put a lot on your shoulders, but there's a lot on your shoulders.
People in Washington who can sit down with other people, reconcile differences, get rid of those things that separate us, look for common ground, and do what is necessary to build this country for our children and our grandchildren. That's the kind of people we've got to have. And all of that is embodied in this young woman. And so I want to thank you all for being here today. And I want to thank you in advance for what I know you're going to do between now and Tuesday. And then when I ain't going to bed Tuesday night until I hear from y'all.
Real quick, just want to remind everybody, this historical landmark for the nation, really, not just the city, have volunteers and they're open for you guys to come in and check out what history is all about. Check out the dynamic things that they've done from this particular station and location. Okay, and real quick, we have a website that's called akronhiphop.com. It's pretty much a alternate version of the reporternewspaperonline.com. And what we do is we paint positive images of our people every day. That's our slogan. Everybody go on the timeline or your social media timeline, you see a bunch of foolishness, a bunch of foolery, and all that stuff. So our job with the Reporter newspaper is to paint those positive images of our people every day. And we use a lot of different people from the community. Coincidentally, we have Professor Deborah Calhoun from Kent State in the Africana Studies Department. She came down to our offices and educated the community on our platform that you can see on your Facebooklet, YouTube, or Instagram about what's happening over here and John Brown. She gave us an in-depth interview, or she basically taught from my office, from our studios. So you guys can see that. I'm gonna make sure that's on the website, Akron, the Reporter newspaper going this weekend now. Again, our slogan is we paint positive images of our people every day, okay? Some people we meet, we don't have to use paint, okay? This girl right here already dipped in it very well. She's painted very well. Give it up for Chantel Brown, everybody.
Now they got me following 4 of the baddest Congress people in the nation. That's a tough act to follow. So I'm gonna keep it real brief. I just want to thank you very much for your willingness to come out and campaign on my behalf. Thank you, Akron, for the support you have been showing me from the very beginning. It did not take long for these 3 to line up behind my candidacy, and for that, I am very, very grateful. I am grateful for the national attention that this race has garnered, and to be able to earn the support of so many powerful leaders, so many impactful leaders, so many influential leaders that have been doing the work. They know what it takes to be an effective member of Congress. So I could not be more humbled. I could not be more honored to have earned your support. So I just want to ask of you that very same thing. If you haven't already voted, I am trying to earn your vote here in Akron. All who are watching across the social media realm, I am trying to earn your vote. If you live in the 11th Congressional District, we have 3 more days to get this done. And the momentum is clearly on our side. The wind feels like it's at my back. So all I have to do is break through the tape. But I can only do it. I can only do it with your help. So please do not take this race for granted. It is summertime. The restrictions of COVID-19 are influx. Some people are having a lot of fun. They're not thinking about this. So we have to take care of business, people. We have to take care of business. And the business, the order of the day is voting. Now there are a dozen candidates running for this seat. And it's really coming down to 2 black women. But the only name you need to remember is one. And that is Chantel Brown for Congress, Chantel Brown for Congress, Chantel Brown for Congress. I say it 3 times for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And because we got 3 days left to get it done. And because when you say it 3 times, the mayor said you will remember. So thank you. God bless you. Enjoy your day. Thank you for making the time to join us. Allow me to be the next representative of the 11th Congressional District. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, this is your girl Shar Johnson with Chantel Brown. Yes, for the Reporter newspaper online.com. We have how many days left?
3 days left.
3 days left.
3 days to get it done.
3 days to get it done.
Don't have to wait. You can go vote early. So early voting is still an option. Please, please, please make sure you are casting your ballot for Chantel Brown. There's a dozen folks in this race coming down to 2 women, but there's only one name you need to remember, and that is Chantel Brown.
One name, Chantel Brown, Chantel Brown. This is your girl, Shar Johnson for the Reporter newspaper online.com.
AkronHipHop.com, Reporter newspaper online.com, and hard copy. This is Cat Israel with Akron Local News. Honest, fair,